me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we hit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it?
From downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On third down, it's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Colts, nothing. Michael Dixon.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
A 7-yard pickup.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Colts.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Complete.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. He'll check that down to Carson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got him. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38, Haskins. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Haskins' pass complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Indianapolis.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Haskins will throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Haskins. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 15 yards on the play, first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And no move to take the offense on the field. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Fred Warner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
53, check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Brian Poole.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
1-yard gain.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
22, 44, 53, Mike. Check the out.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Colts.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Make it play ball, baby. Make it play ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And, yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
Complete to.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot him right at midfield at the 50. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Allen.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Colts 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Will Fuller, 26 yards. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, 4th 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Now here's Michael Dixon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Now Haskins to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
3 plays.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside...
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?